season. Is it weird being back now for the playoffs? Anything you feel about being back for the postseason?
No, I think I kind of got that out of the way on the first trip here, but being here, playing a lot of playoff games here, I'm excited. It's a great environment. This place is going to be rocking, so I think it'll be a good experience and a lot of fun for a lot of guys who haven't experienced this yet. And I'm just excited to kind of go to war here with the guys we got.
I think you were here in 23 when the Diamondbacks were the 6th seed and they went all the way to the World Series. How dangerous can a 6th seed be when you're just coming right off the regular season, having just clinched yesterday and going right in on the wave kind of thing?
Yeah, I was hurt that whole year, but just seeing it, I think we were kind of playing do or die survival games pretty much every game that leading up, like you said, into the last game of the year. So we were kind of already in playoff mode the last 2-3 weeks, where every game we needed to kind of feel, or we felt like we needed to win. So, it's whoever gets hot, and the playoffs are a crapshoot. So I think, you never know. Anyone can beat anyone on any given night. And like I said, we've been playing do or die baseball now for what feels like the last month or two. So, I think that you can use that to our advantage.
Hey, Gavin, what stood out to you your first year playing under Terry Francona? How do you think he maybe helped you guys manage this last month?
I think he just, you really feel like he genuinely cares about everybody, and he wants to see us all succeed, and it's really infectious. And he just has that kind of great energy every single day, and all he talks about is wanting to win. And I think that rubs off on everybody. And this guy's a Hall of Fame manager for a reason, and I don't know how many playoff games he's won. I'm sure it's probably more than any other active manager. I don't know if that's true or not. It probably is, but he knows what it takes to win at this time of year. And I think just being with him for a full season, he's a winner, man. That's all he wants to do. That's all he talks about, and he kind of set that culture from day one in spring training.
Yeah, I was just kind of thinking back at the trade deadline. What they did to those three guys, how did they kind of fit in, and how did that change the team and kind of help you guys get here?
Oh man, I think the front office did a great job on all three guys we acquired. Miggy, who's I think it feels like he hasn't gotten out since we acquired him. I don't know, he's probably hitting 400 since the trade deadline, and then obviously Littell, who's kind of been a huge piece to he goes out, he throws 7 innings pretty much every time he starts, and that allowed us to push Nick Martinez into a kind of high leverage role out of the pen, which has been huge. And I think who am I missing?
Key Bryant.
And then obviously Key, who's one of the best defensive third basemen in baseball, or he is the best defensive third baseman in baseball. And he's a winner as well. He takes quality at bats, and I think they did a really good job on all three guys. And we wouldn't be here if they don't make those moves.
Yeah, the only thing I was going to ask a follow-up to the previous question. Just you were talking about Tito, but he also played for the other manager.
Yeah.
And he's got a ton of experience in winning too. How do you compare the two guys?
I think they're similar and different in ways. They're both really good at building clubhouse cultures, winning cultures, setting that standard from day one. That is the one goal that we all are here for, and it's to try to win a World Series and win as many games as possible and get as good as we can. And I think in that way they're very, very similar, and their personalities are definitely a little different, but also similar in some ways as well. But I think the big thing that stands out is how they both are really good at building that winning culture and setting that standard, from day one of spring training.
Thank you. Gavin, Dodgers obviously took the season series off you guys, and that's not going to be totally relevant this week, but I just wonder, what from those 6 games would you kind of like to see yourself and your teammates pull from those 6 games and kind of apply here in the postseason?
Yeah, I think last time we played them, they kind of caught us at a bad time. We were struggling, and we didn't really score a lot of runs. We kind of struggled offensively, and I think we're a totally different team now. The last 6 weeks, I think. So I think, obviously they're really good. They're really talented. They're not going to beat themselves, so we got to play clean baseball and show up ready to rock from the first pitch. But I think we're a totally different team now than we saw in was it August? About 6 weeks ago, whatever it was. Yeah. So I think we're a totally different team now, and I think we got some momentum going over the last couple weeks here, taking some big series from good teams. And like I said, we've been in that do or die mode now for over a month.
Now to your right.
Gavin, you've obviously gone through the transition of trying to go from an infielder to an outfielder. How do you think Noel Marte has handled that? And did you have any advice for him about making that transition before he did?
He's been incredible. It's not an easy adjustment at all. And for him to be willing to do it and not complain about it and not have any excuses. Obviously, he can really, really, really hit, and he's uber talented, and he's going to be really, really good out there. And we've already seen him make some incredible plays and incredible throws, and this guy's only been playing out there for 2-3 months, which is really impressive. And I think I didn't really have any crazy advice for him. The only thing is, just try to make the plays you're supposed to. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. It's hard enough to try to learn a new position on the fly and in the big leagues to do it. He's been really impressive, and people forget he's only 23 years old, and his best days are still ahead of him. And I think I was sitting next to Val, watching him taking that bat where he worked like a 10-11 pitch at bat and ended up getting it hit the other way. It's like, this might not be a bold prediction, but I think Noel, he's going to be an all-star next year, right fielder. And I think he's the strides he's taken this year, he's grown up, and he's just been really fun to be around every day at the clubhouse.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys in that lineup that haven't been in this situation before. You have. What have you learned on how to handle this type of a moment that maybe can help some of these guys?
Yeah, playoff baseball's fun, man. You gotta take it for what it is. There's a lot of really, really great players who've never had the opportunity to play in the postseason. So anytime you get to take the field out there for these big, meaningful games, you just gotta enjoy it, man, and take it in. But I think my first playoffs, Justin Turner told me, try to, that feeling when you got 4 hits and you're walking up there for your 5th one. It's like you're playing with house money, and you got that really good feeling that no one can get me out right now. And I think you try to go up there with that feeling every at bat, and just enjoy it. This is the fun part of baseball. Not a lot of guys get to experience this, so just take it in and enjoy it.
That's for Gavin.
Does it feel weird sitting in here wearing red?
No, I think I've kind of gotten past all that. I spent a decade here in this org, so really grateful for everything they did for me. But no, I think I'm ready to get out there and try to kick their whats.
Anything else for Gavin? What we have him? Jeff, anything? Good. All right, Gavin, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
I don't know what.